Hey there, welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie with Royalty Travel and Cruising, and today I'm sharing my honest review of Celebrity Beyond. This video is for anyone who's considering the ship and wants to know more of what it's really like. I'll be sharing my loves and disloves and what you should know before booking or sailing on this ship. So let's get into it. Celebrity Beyond is one of Celebrity's Edge-class ships, and it's known for modern luxury, elevated design, and a more refined cruising experience. A newer ship, first sailing in April 2022, its max capacity is around 3,900. So the ship is more luxury-focused rather than overcrowding. Though it's not known for being a party ship, I will say it's not boring. But the ship's key focus is about experiences, ambiance, and quality. So let's talk about what I loved about Celebrity Beyond. Number one, aesthetics and design. This is the most beautiful ship I have ever been on. Can I just say wow? This ship is absolutely stunning. Every corner feels intentional, from the artwork to the layout. There are so many thoughtful design seating areas where you can step away for quiet time or gather more intimately with family and friends. We did our meet and greet at Eden. Though it was a public space, it was the perfect spot for our group to gather and get to know each other at the start of the cruise. We even got an unexpected show up close and personal as some of the castmates came out and performed a dance. So it was just an awesome experience. It never felt crowded to me, even on sea days. Whether you wanted privacy and a cozy corner to relax or a really cool social space to connect, the ship really delivers both options. If you appreciate beautiful spaces and modern luxury, this alone is a huge win. Number two, entertainment. The entertainment on Celebrity Beyond was honestly top-notch. While you won't find traditional Broadway shows, the productions are Broadway-style mixed with a Circus Soleil vibe. There's strong storytelling, impressive visuals, and immersive performances. What really stood out to me was how engaging everything felt. Shows like Dreams, which is a play on Alice in Wonderland, pulled people in from the audience into the show. They were even giving premium drinks out for those who participated. And after the shows in Eden, the cast would dance and take photos with you, which made the experience even more memorable. And then to have Charity Lockhart and Matt Johnson from America's Got Talent was just the icing on the cake. Between the production shows, live performances, and interactive acts, the entertainment wasn't just something you watched, it was something you experienced. This was some of the most dynamic cruise entertainment I've ever seen. Number three, the stateroom. This was my first time staying in an Infinity Balcony Stateroom, and now I'm officially hooked. I loved how it made the room feel more open and spacious while still giving you the option to enjoy the ocean breeze when you want. You can change the settings to nighttime in your cabin to close the curtains and set the tone for going to bed, and then change the setting back to morning to let the sunshine in. Open the top window and enjoy the ocean breeze. But regardless of the setting, the extra interior balcony space made it feel more like I had a larger stateroom. It's really a smart design, and once you experience it, it will be hard to go back. So if you're someone who enjoys your cabin and or plans to spend a good bit of time there, this is the perfect choice. Now for my dislove list. Coming in at number one, customer service style. One thing I noticed was that the customer service felt a little more reserved compared to other cruise lines I've sailed. The crew was professional and kind, but not as overly attentive or engaging as what I'm personally used to. That said, there were a few crew members who truly stood out and made the experience very memorable. I think this really comes down to style. Celebrity leans more to a more polished and understated style versus high energy service. There's no washy-washy dancing around to remind you to wash your hands before you go into the dining room. You're on your own there. But if you appreciate a more low-key customer style, then this is the perfect ship for you. Number 2, stateroom cleanings. Another small thing for me was the twice-a-day stateroom cleaning. Now, on the flip side, where I may have wanted more attention from the service members while at dinner or around the bar areas, I did find that when it came to cleaning the staterooms, they were overly attentive, and I'll explain why. While this is standard on many ships, the second cleaning on the Beyond often happened right when I was getting ready for dinner. Even when my room attendant knew what time my dinner was every single night, it felt like the second service could have been adjusted or just skipped altogether. The room was always beautifully cleaned during the first service, so at times the second cleaning felt more inconvenient than necessary, especially on port days. I did request to skip it occasionally, but it seemed like something the staff was required to complete, so there were times when I even told him to still come in, even if I was wrapping up getting dressed for dinner, just so that he could stop checking in on when he can come back. This particular cruise, I did select for a later dinner time, which was 8:30, and my attendant got off at 9, so that could also be the reason why the second cleanings came when I was trying to get ready for dinner. Typically, I choose a 7 o'clock dining time. Again, not a deal breaker, but a slight inconvenience at times. Number 3, port time. So on this sailing, we visited St. Thomas, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Puerto Plata, with Puerto Plata being my favorite stop. I truly enjoyed all the ports, but I do wish we had more time at each one. Most days, we departed by 6 p.m., which meant you either had to get off the ship really early to fully enjoy the destination, or to make it to your ship excursion through the cruise, or you just stayed really close to port, which in St. Thomas, we only had until 2:30 that day. So it only gave me a few hours on port. Luckily, there were tons of taxis right outside the port that offered 2-hour tours around St. Thomas, with a stop at the Overview, which is the highest point in St. Thomas, to catch a glimpse of Megan's Beach, which is what I did, and I made it back to the ship in time without having to get up early. Whereas in Puerto Plata, there was a resort right at port, which was an excursion on its own, with restaurants, bars, including a swim-up bar, entertainment, lazy river, and even a surf simulator. And I even got to do the bird experience, to hold and feed the birds. It was amazing learning about the birds of DR. This day, we left at 5 p.m., so it was enough time to fully enjoy the resort. This cruise for me was more leisurely this time, so I wanted to sleep in and not have to worry about setting alarms for 7 a.m. This isn't uncommon with cruise itineraries, but it's something to be made aware of if you love longer port days. So, here are some things to know before booking or sailing on Celebrity Beyond. Number 1, entertainment schedule. It's not revealed until you're on board. One thing I wish I had known ahead of time is that you don't actually see the full entertainment schedule until you're on board. Before boarding, you'll know things like your dinner time and dining location, but you won't know which shows are happening when or what nights certain performances take place until you're on the ship. This can make the first day feel a little harder to plan, especially if you're someone who likes to map out your evenings in advance. Once you're on board and everything populates in the app, it's fine. It's just something to be aware of so that you're not caught off guard. Number 2, this ship is about vibe, not a constant party. Don't get me wrong. The ship offers a nightclub every night at midnight, live music, day pool parties, and the silent disco was a whole vibe. And of course you have your daily activities like any other cruise. But even with all this, it still seemed a more reserved crowd. So your party experience is going to be more on the sophisticated side, which I actually prefer. The DJ played good music. The live band played both new and old school hits, with one of the nights being a tribute to Motown. Like, who doesn't like Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder? But I will say that for New Year's Eve, outside of the countdown to midnight and the live DJ, there really wasn't much else going on. So if you're looking to book a New Year's cruise with confetti flying all over the place and balloons falling from the ceiling, you might be slightly disappointed. But when it comes to just having fun on an evening out, doing something out of the norm, then this ship is perfect for you. Now, my group did have a private New Year's party, which was a blast. And actually, people who weren't a part of our group was coming down to party with us. So it was a good time. So all in all, New Year's was a blast. But if I wasn't with my group, the midnight pool party would have been just fine to bring in the new year. So who do I think Celebrity Beyond is best for? This ship is perfect for travelers who appreciate modern luxury and beautiful design, love elevated, immersive entertainment, enjoy a calmer, more refined atmosphere. If you love thoughtful spaces, great shows, and a polished experience, this is an excellent choice for a cruise. Overall, Celebrity Beyond is a ship I would absolutely sell again. And actually, I will be selling Celebrity again in April 2027 on the Millennium and can't wait to tour the best of Japan as a returned celebrity sailor. No cruise is perfect, but the positives here far outweighed the few personal preferences that I had. The design, entertainment, and overall vibe makes this ship stand out in all the best ways. I truly enjoyed my 7-day voyage. If you're considering Celebrity Beyond and want help deciding if it's the right fit for you, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help you plan a cruise that matches your travel style. If you have enjoyed this video or if it helped you in any kind of way, please like and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, sailors, I'll see you soon.